Hello everybody, my name is Kogad. Today we're going to play some Coal LLC. I have not even started this game yet, so it's brand new. I think it just had a patch. So we're just going to go through, do the standard, and see what we get. I have watched a little bit of other people playing this, so I know a little bit about what's going on, but not too much. So let's see what we get. Alright, so I know we need to get coal. On the right side, we've got 40 we got to get on the first day. And then anything after that, I believe, is just pure profit. Alright, it's a little slow in the beginning, but we'll keep going. Alright, we got 18 so far. Some 9, what is that? Iron, I assume. And not a huge amount of time on the, what is it? 2 minutes, I guess, for the first round. It's not too bad. The little thing shakes when we're halfway, so we're still not quite there. This is pretty slow going for this is the very first round. But we're gonna meet the quota, so we'll keep going. Alright. So filled our quota, dumping it up there. See if we can get anything else here. I think the copper just sells for one, or the coal just sells for one, so not the most worthwhile thing after you've met your quota. So we'll see what we get. But I think copper and iron are probably the best bet. Keep going. That'll be it. That's all we're going to get for the day. Alright, so yeah. 1 gold each for coal, 4 each for iron, 3 for copper, and meeting the daily bonus. It's not too bad. Let's see. So we've got employees. First guy is 500 gold, so obviously not going to get that on the first day. We'll get a couple platforms. 10's probably good enough. We don't really need inventory slots. Let's see, can we get a better pick? We can. Alright. We can sell that. And get the iron pickaxe. So that's pretty good. That is 100 strength versus 30 strength. So yeah, so that's just a bit better. And I don't think there's really anything else worth getting. So we'll start day 2. Alright, and the quota doubles. So we'll go this way, so I don't have to use platforms if I don't need to. Oh, a whole bunch of copper over here. That'll be good. Figure the best thing to do is meet your quota first, and then that way you can kind of pick and choose what you're going after that. Because we need 80 to start. And we're already almost there, so that's not too bad. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now that that's met, we can come over here and just go after iron. I don't know if we can get to the chest. I don't know if our pickaxe is strong enough for that, but let's see. So I know you can either get golden weapons or other stronger versions of what you've got, or just straight up increases to. Okay, that's a lot. And that was a lot of stuff. So let's try and get back if we can. Dump it all off. Yeah, so I guess that was a flamethrower of some sort. That was a lot. And yeah, we're not going to make it back to the next one. Alright, that should have been a good bonus for the day, though. So, Yeah, 1,000 total. Unlocked a couple skins. I guess I wonder if the gold amount is your XP or something. That would be nice. So, I think so. Still not a huge amount. Definitely like 15 platforms. See if we can upgrade. We can get all the way to an emerald pickaxe. We'll do that. We'll sell that. Get the emerald. And that'll leave us enough time for adding more time, which is probably more important right now. I want to get employees and collectors specifically quicker, but that'll take a bit. So we'll start day 3. Yeah, that's pretty fast. But we got 160 coal we're gonna have to get, so we can't ignore coal. Where are we going? Oh, we got a amethyst. So I'm not sure what that sells for, but hopefully it's good. Oh, there's another chest over here. We'll grab that guy real quick. I think we got enough time now. So another amethyst. Okay, so hopefully that sells for a decent amount. Get all this coal here before our inventory sells or fills up at the top. We're gonna have to go back, which it just did. Oh, and we already made a quota. Good. So we can ignore coal. Focus on things like copper and iron. Ooh, there's some gems down there, so yeah. Those are probably the most worthwhile thing we can get right now. Get some of these emeralds. Get these chests. I'd like to get some, there we go, some kind of bonuses. Axe, drill. We're not really using any of those, so over here we'll just take cash. 31, which is nothing really. Alright, let's go turn all this in so we don't at least waste the chance to get the money for the gems. Let's see if we can go somewhere close. Is that the chest already got? Nope, that's a new one. We might be able to get this in time. Let's see, employee collector speed, miner speed, or employee miner damage. Probably collector speed, because I think that's the first thing I'm going to want. Not good enough at jumping. Yeah, I think there's a jump velocity one, which would be nice to have, but that hasn't popped up yet, or as far as rewards from the coffin or chests. Definitely not a coffin. Good collection of iron here, which sells for a decent amount, and I didn't know it fell through, so that's unfortunate. Get any of these gems and try to head back before it closes. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of time for that. We'll just see if we can get some of this iron over here. It's probably our best bet before everything closes up for the day. And not the best at jumping, so, and then we can come over here and end the day early, because we're not going to get back in there getting any more. So it was almost 2,000 for the day. So let's see, an intern, which is a miner, it just automatically mines 40, is 500. Okay, so we do have enough. We could get our first collector, which I'm going to do. And then bonuses, yeah, we'll increase our slots, I think. That's probably all we can do. Get a couple more of these in case I need them. No Compasses. Yeah, we only got 12 left, so definitely not gonna be able to get a better pickaxe yet. But we got our little collector guy over here. He'll fly down and get rolling. I'm hoping if he's good enough that I don't have to go back and run the depot myself, that'll be nice, but I'm not gonna imagine that he is. First, obviously, got to make our coal quota, so that's priority number one. But these gems, which are worth a lot of money, can also be a high priority. At least we can mine from a few tiles away, so that's nice. I just saw the collector fly out. He's just dumped off a bunch of stuff. But I think if I can get it where he's collecting enough and I don't have to depot, that'll be nice, but I don't imagine he's going to be fast enough to do that just yet, or I'm not mining enough stuff to have that be a concern. Right down here is a good chunk of coal, so we'll go down there, see if we can get some of that. And hopefully whatever he's, I don't know, I need to check the amount he's going to do. See when he goes up there, flies out, if that's going to help us meet our goal or not. 274, so not quite. I want to go back. See what we get. I'm not going to do that math in my head, but that was enough. So now we can focus on gems and chests. Copper. Seen one. Usually you see that kind of like white streak popping off. Oh, we can zoom out. That's actually much more helpful. Haven't seen any chests recently. Almost feel like I would want to fill my inventory up with junk just so he can focus on taking stuff back. I'm just looking for chests. I'm not seeing any. Way up there. Don't think we're going to get to that, or at least get to it and have a chance of coming back. And there is such thing as a whistle that tells the collector to go back and drop his stuff, but I couldn't afford that yet. So let's see if he can grab a bunch of this coal and maybe go fly himself back. There he goes. He's going back up. Dumped off 25 copper, so that's not a small amount. Let's see if we can get ourselves back up to depot the little bit we got, and probably just finish the day early. Yeah, 7 seconds. Not really worth it. Alright, so this time we're at 2,500. Alright, so we might be able to, let's see. Nope, definitely can't upgrade a regular pickaxe. So I think can't get any of that. So let's get. I'm gonna get just a regular miner guy. Let him go down and see how he does. And 20 is probably plenty on platforms. So we'll start day 5 and see how the collector and miner combo go. I can't really direct either of them to do anything just yet, so not that useful, but if they can free up my time to go chest hunting and collector speed. Yeah, we'll do speed. But if they can free up my time to go around looking for gems or chests, that'll be nice. We got a couple of chests right here, so that is very handy. Gun recoil, axe damage, bone damage. I'm not using any of those, so I guess gun recoil. Just in case we switch to something like a shotgun or something, I think it helps you kind of jump up. We definitely need to focus on our coal because we're not anywhere close to our quota. But we do have more slots now. When I got that inventory increase, it added a whole other row. So at least I can carry a lot more, but also have to go back and depot myself. Just not what I'm shooting for, but okay, so that's still halfway. So this patch of coal mine here, that might be enough to get us through. So let's see. Just do that and run to the depot after I clear this patch, and hopefully that'll be enough. And I know eventually you can increase stack size too. A little fast on the dropping these platforms. It kind of almost double clicked there. I didn't want that. Okay, so not as much as I would have liked. So we'll go through over here to the right. And we're already past our halfway point, so we definitely need to focus on the quota. Okay, looks like our collector just dropped off a decent amount. So this right here should be enough for me when I go back. Maybe I can go down and get that chest real quick. Oop. Not the best jumper. Alright, there we go. So that's quota. Getting down here. Hoping for some kind of poison in it. Definitely not going to be able to get all this stuff in. Oh yeah. No way I'm getting all this back up there in time. Well, let's see what we can do. We can hold a lot now though with that increase. It was mostly just coal, which is not the most financially great, but still worth something. And I think I collected it all, so I'm probably not going to be able to get back for anything worthwhile. Definitely not in 5 seconds, so yeah. Alright, so let's see. What do we got today? 4,000. So I think the next pickaxe was 10,000, so that's not happening. Emerald, no, silver. We can do silver. So we go 300 to 1,000. So yeah, that is definitely worth our time. Can't afford any more bonuses. We could get a regular intern, but not a collector, because it's 500 plus 1,000 for these guys. So I think we'll just go about our next day. So I think the core game, and I didn't buy platforms, but 11 might be enough. So I think the goal is to reach 15 days first, as far as I'm aware. Okay, oops, shotgun. So let's use that to get into this chest a little quicker. Oop, employee minor damage, click that on accident, but I'll still take it. Amethyst, so that's worth some money. Drop it off. And ooh, there's a big coal patch right here, so let's focus on that to meet the quota. Just head our way over to this chest. Hopefully the collector and our little miner buddy over there will, you know, have enough to get us some value. So they're not that great to start. We got player pickaxe mining speed, bullet damage, click my mining speed. That's anything to make me go faster. At least this section of the game is good. I know eventually you can get so much money that the collectors and the little mining friends will go faster than you can, but that is not the part of the game we're at right now. He just dropped a whole bunch of iron there, though, so good job for him. Take that. Ooh, jump pad. see, is that going to be enough? No, we got to really crank up the coal. Yeah, that starts going real fast, the amount of coal you're going to have to get. With the doubling, I guess doubling each day, that is fairly significant. And with just a regular pickaxe style, not going that fast. We're already halfway through the day. So let's see what we can get. Some amethyst. Okay. That'll be worth some value. I'm going to dump all this in as soon as I can just to make sure I get the quota. No. Alright. Oh, there's a whole bunch down there. Okay. Hopefully our collector, between whatever he's got in his inventory and what we've got, I don't know if that'll be enough. Might be close. Yeah, we still need 75 more, which we don't have. So we're just going to have to hurry our little butt. I don't think we're going to make it, honestly. But for our first time at the game, for first chance at the video, not too bad. Ooh, 6 short. That's going to be sad. Oh, we might have just enough if I can get my little butt up here fast enough. Hey, we just made it. That was close. 950 just in coal. So 4,000. That might be enough for... Let's see. Any good bonuses? Oh, definitely time. Definitely want more time. Jetpack will be nice when we get there. So... Definitely want to make sure I've got enough platforms. Then, employees. Nope, don't have enough for another miner, so we'll get a second collector. I guess just an intern, he'll do some. It is what, 70 pickaxe versus 200? Yeah, so these guys are not going very fast, but it's something. And might save up for this next round to get me a better pickaxe this time. Because with the 2 collectors, they might be able to grab enough stuff fast enough that I don't have to go back myself if those 2 miners up there can do it. But we got to get 1,500 coal for this round, so that is going to be a challenge, I think. We're just going to have to explicitly focus on that for a while. Just to meet that goal, because we are not exactly mining super fast. I think we'll go over here, try and get to the chest, see if it's got something, maybe one of them gold weapons or whatever. Nope, just amethyst. So good money, but not helping us in the coal or speed or upgrades or anything like that. Alright, but the collectors are busy at least, so that is nice. Although we only have 120 so far, so they haven't exactly grabbed much coal yet. I definitely think if we make it through this day, the pickaxe upgrade, whatever that's going to be, is going to be our main focus. Because single block breaking is not cutting it at this stage. We're going to go back and drop our stuff off just to make sure. Yeah, jump velocity, I think they call it. That would be handy. Alright. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're a third of the way there on coal. I think I'm just going to eat this big old pile up right here. You can kind of see on the feed on the left that the collectors, when they drop stuff off, it does show up. I guess no, that's what I'm collecting as it drops. That's not what they're dropping off. So I guess you just don't really know what they're dropping off until it shows up either as coal on your thing or at the kind of end of day results. Just drop the 4 out from under that guy. But maybe he had it coming, who knows. Yeah, jumping is not the smoothest in this game. break my own platforms. Yeah, so we're halfway. Still a whole bunch of coal we're gonna need. This might be enough over here if I can get it. And if you hear some weird sound in the back room, in the back of the noise, that's just got the washing machine running. So unfortunate, but gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta work my work. Gotta wash my work clothes. I got a decent amount of coal, but probably still not enough for the quota. There's a good amount down there that guy's not dug up. So we'll grab all that, plus an emerald. So that'll at least sell for a decent amount. Ooh, okay, so we're 400 away. So not enough that we can go kind of pick up what we want yet. And yeah, we're going to be pretty hard pressed to get another 400 here. No, this is a decent sized vein. That guy just knocked the floor out from under me, I think. So we got a little bit coming in from the collectors, but still 300 something short. And like 15-ish seconds to do it, so that's probably not going to happen. Alright, I'm just going to have to go back. That's about all the time we're going to have. Hopefully that's enough. I don't think it will be. But for a first time at the game, not too bad. No, 20 more. Okay. We are just going to skate by the skin of our teeth. And if you see little people up there, they have quests and stuff that you can get that'll... I know one of them's like a vacuum you can drag down with you. One of them gives you a dog that, I don't know, I guess points out where the more valuable items are for the layer you're at. Because we're only at this clay layer. We might need to focus on going more, I don't know if it's down or sideways, where the other layer is. So more skins. Still not a lot of money. The silver pickaxe, which is still not much. Quick looting, it's not that great. Inventory slots. I'd almost rather... I think I want to just focus on collectors, because if these guys can go and bring back more stuff faster, I don't have to worry about it. But at the same time, we're not digging up that much. Bomber, barbarian. Can we get a barbarian? Yeah, I think we can. And another miner, and that'll be it. So yeah, next pickaxe is 10,000, so that's going to be a fair amount. Start day 8, and then we'll just try to run down. I guess do the best we can. Hey, gold machine gun. So this will let me go. Do I need to go to the left, or am I going down? So, and a magic wand. So at least there's going to be plenty on the ground for these collectors to show up and pick up. Employee miner speed, collector capacity, employee miner damage. Do capacity. I'd rather they pick up a little more. Okay, so down here is the stone layer, this gray area, and each of the stone layer things gives you more jump velocity. Yeah, so the stone coal is going to drop more coal than a dirt layer coal would. So, you know, the dirt layer would drop 4, maybe it drops 8 or something, or 2 doubles or something along those lines. Collector speed, let's get them moving faster. And then I'm going to bring myself back up, depot what I got. And I was going to, but now I got this. Yeah, so plenty for the collectors to pick up. And right now I'm just going to focus on getting myself back up to depot what I've got. Player pickaxe damage, yeah, that's going to be important. I don't even know where my starting point is. Somewhere up towards the left, because that's where miners came from. We'll just go up this way, see if that's... Oh yeah, okay, so we're close. So they've already dropped off half of our quota, and we're just going to drop all the way down here, see how much of this we can drum back up. Okay, you can definitely feel the jump increase, just a little bit we got. So hopefully that'll be enough where we can just drop up and down here a couple times. Drop off as much coal as we can ourselves. Meet the quota. Ooh, yeah, I can feel where that jetpack would be real nice right about now. Oh, we are so close to the quota. Well, the collector's not going to drop off enough. But what I got in my inventory right now might be enough. That's a whole bunch of coal. Hopefully they dropped off a good amount of gems or something. I'm going to go back up myself, just drop off this coal and then see if I can focus on anything else in the little bit of time I got left. Alright, so that's our quota. A lot of copper. Oh, stone chest. Let's see. And then each time I think the dirt chests are like 5% for something, stone chests are like 10, and whatever the next layer is probably 15 or so. Yeah, so player pickaxe mining speed 10%, sprint speed, player pickaxe mining damage. I think damage for now is still where we want to go. It's better we can break stone blocks. Speed isn't that important as opposed to just being able to break it. If you one-shot it, that's plenty fast. And I don't know what that is. Oh, that's amethyst. Okay, so amethyst is down here in the stone layer. It's nice seeing that we got a couple of chests this time around, though, thanks to that minigun. Hopefully the collectors have put in some good work to make us some money. We're going to just focus on the gems here. And that extra time we added definitely helps. That's a lot of copper. Not worth the most, but just because there's so much, might as well grab it. And head back up. Because we got maybe 10 seconds left by the time we get up there. Oh, that's 30. Okay. So a little more than I was expecting. But so we might be able to jump down and get one more trip up. It's going to be close, but if I can jump right, it's going to be close for the couple extra bucks that we're going to drop off. 5, 4, 3, made it. All right. All right, so what's that put us at? This is like day something. Oh, 10. So we got over 10,000, so that'll be enough to get the next level pickaxe. Going into day 9. I definitely want to sell that. Get the amethyst pickaxe, because that's 3,000 strength versus 1,000, so that's a lot better quality. I think I almost wonder if maybe something like a rifle or something would be good, but or so we just got the regular pickaxes, so yeah. I guess because we've been getting the pickaxe bonuses, so we'll just stick to that. Let's see. We'll try the jetpack this time. Get back to 32 is our stack size, so we'll go day 9. Okay, so spacebar does that. We're gonna just basically go straight down to the stone layer. Collector speed. Okay, so yeah, so these 3 or 4 guys here, they're definitely putting in some work here in this kind of dirt layer. I guess that's what this is. Think of almost I could choose if I could drop them down to the stone level faster and see how they're doing there. Amethyst. I think we'll just drop some platforms down to kind of mark our way. This stone area is really where we want to focus. Like I said, just because the quantity that comes out of these ones is a lot more than up there in the dirt. And if I had the miner whistle, I could tell our guys to all come down here, but I don't have that yet. And I didn't even check to see the price. There we go. So inventory's full. Come back down. Yeah, those guys are going, but I have no clue if it's a good amount or what. Can't be that much because the collector came down here to check on me. There is a lot of emeralds up here though, so maybe we'll get some of those. We're still got 3,000 quota for the day, so those miners are not mining quite enough, but we got one down here, so that's a good sign. Maybe I might go and like mine underneath them or something and drop them down here. And having that happen, that might be. Oh, this guy's got a lot of coal. Come take that. Force him down here into. Oh, there's 2 of them there, so we'll force him down. Kind of come through and do this. Player pickaxe mining speed, employee. Yeah, we'll up their damage. I think the faster they can work here in the stone area, the better, or the more efficient, I should say. And where's my drop point? Right over here. So let's. So the nice thing about these platforms is at least it'll place where your mouse is pointing, not just like where your character's sitting at. So that does help. Definitely need to get more coal. Drop a bunch down there. I think I'll just. There's a big enough coal pile down here. Maybe I can just get this much. Yeah. So that's full inventory. We'll go back. It'd be nice if I was getting enough gold each session to start upgrading the collectors, because you can upgrade their speed or carrying capacity if you upgrade like the next area up on that tree of them. But you have to have one to start with, so you can't just buy it up outright. Let's see if we can. Player pickaxe mining speed. There we go. Alright. I still don't have our quota for the day, but we're not horribly far off. Definitely think increasing my stack size would be good if I'm gonna still have to be focusing on depoting myself, because these guys aren't that fast yet. That guy's still going. He's not great. I don't think these guys are great in the stone area. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna be don't think... I got a lot of coal in my inventory, but that's probably still not enough. It's probably only a couple hundred. Oh, nope, that'll be close. And if one of these guys could drop off like 8 coal, that would be super. Nope, they did. Great. So now, no. we passed that quota by just the smallest amount. If that collector hadn't gone up there and dropped something off, we would have been hosed. So I think, yeah, increase my stack size. Can't get a new pickaxe, so we're still stuck at amethyst. So these guys are 10,000, 10,000. 2, 1. Another collector, 3,000, 2,800. Yeah. Definitely not much that we're able to get. I guess we'll get a few more platforms just in case. I think we can stack 64 now, but still don't really need it. I'm almost tempted to sell my amethyst pickaxe for something different, but just because, but I don't know if that's the best move. So we'll just save our 2 grand and see where we get on day 10. We do have a couple more miners and stuff now, and I forgot to see. So I think if I can go to the menu and continue game, I didn't see how much the whistles were. So definitely stack size. So there's a collector whistle. That's not too expensive. So we get that. So you build a collector whistle, that sends your little flyer guys back to your depot. Miner whistle's 15 grand, so that is much more expensive than I would have liked. But we still have enough to get a couple collectors. Yeah. So not very many guys, but at least now I can tell my collectors to go back if I think we're getting close. We're going to go straight down. I didn't buy more of these this time, but at least with the jetpack I don't really need to. At least I don't need as many as I did while I'm still purely jumping. We got a chest right here. What do we got? Employee miner speed. So I think employee miner speed is literally how fast they move along the ground. It's not how fast they mine, which is kind of sad. But we'll take it anyways. We've got our little chute here to know where we're going up. So we're going to go right back into this area and just try to knock out as much coal here as we can, because 5,000, we barely made 3,000, so I don't have a lot of faith that we're going to make that this time, unless maybe if this stone chest has a wand or chain gun or something in it. Minigun. No. Axe damage, mortar gun. We're not doing any of that, so sprint speed. I'm not even using the sprint button, now that I think about it. And we'll try to focus on all the coal that's over here. Because if we're going to be cutting it close, we might as well stay close to our little mine shaft we made there. Yeah, and we're already almost full. And we are full, so we're going to have to go back and depot ourselves. Well, we're full. I guess the coal is full. We picked up some extra copper there. Here's the little basic guy up here doing jack all. So let's knock him down. At least have him help the other guys. Because the guys with the blue pickaxes, those are the guys doing like 200 damage, and the other guy's doing like 30. So he's basically useless down, at least down here in the stone area. But every bit helps. So we're hoping on a new weapon. No, didn't get it. How about this stone chest over here? Good, if that'll give me poison or fire or mini chain gun or minigun, something, anything. Here we go. Ooh, a ruby one. That is a lot. There we go. That freed up a lot. Probably more than I can take back, that's for sure. You can see all the little collectors going down. They're gonna have plenty of work to do, and we are too, because at this point that opened up so much stuff that we basically are gonna spend the rest of the day just depoting ourselves. Okay, but I think that freed up enough that we'll make it though. And I've got the whistle now, so whatever they've got on them, I can send them back. And that filled up really quick. So it might be worth it maybe next round to see. Well, I guess we need 10,000 to upgrade these guys. Any of the miners or stuff, so it might be worth it to see if we can upgrade one of the collectors to probably there's capacity ones and speed ones. And I feel like the speed ones would probably be more worth it for where we're at in the game. If we were doing constant work with those chest weapons that just kind of let you go nuts, then I could see something for the ones that have a higher capacity. I don't know how fast they're going to go back, so I'm going to blow my little whistle and send them to go return. I don't know how those guys got all the way over there. So yeah, we're still 400 short, and that's after they just dropped off. So nope, I had enough on me. Good. So we got a little over 30 seconds. We're going to just try to get all these gems in. And I think I'll blow them to go back, the collectors to go back in like 15 seconds maybe. And this. Yeah, right about now. So whatever collectors got, we'll send them back and see if we can make it back ourselves. It is going to be close. Okay, so we made it with a decent amount. What was it, like 500 extra? So 18,000. That'll be enough to upgrade. Yeah, so this one of these senior collectors does 10 times the amount one of these guys does. So definitely going to get one of those. A couple more platforms. 9,000 is still not enough for a new axe, which is unfortunate. Next one's 33,000. Yeah, that's rough. More slots. I think. Can I get 2 of these guys? I think that's what I'll do. I'll get 2 of these barbarians. And that'll probably be the best we can do. Get one more collector. Alright, so we got a couple more extra miners, a couple extra collectors. Chest right away over here. Because if this chest over here drops a weapon for us to use just to fly through the beginning stage, that could be huge. But it didn't. So we'll do minor damage. Okay, so the extra little party of miners over here, that's just fun to watch now. So we'll do what we did before, try to get down to the stone layer as fast as we can. A lot of good stuff right here, sadly. Alright, so we got our little pathway up. I wish I could tell them all to get down here. But hopefully with the extra, what, two miners we added? Hopefully that's enough that they kind of just work their way down real fast. I'm going to space left. And then maybe next round, maybe I can upgrade one of those barbarians who does like an AoE mine. Upgrade them to something. Let me see, can I... Is there a way to increase them? Oh yeah, zoom out. That's what I wanted. Let's really crank the zoom out so I can hopefully find... There we go. If I can find chests easier. There are none near me. Let's drop off what I have. Oh, there's one down there to the left. Yeah, because even if it's in the dirt area, gold, anything, any kind of weapon would really speed things up. But we didn't find one. I think we are going to just have to really focus on trying to meet our goal. But there's a huge patch right here. Be nice. So there's one of the pickaxes. Like I think one of the other classes, characters, whatever you want to call them, can unlock is it's like a lightning pickaxe, and it mines up anything of the same type in an area. So it'll do your regular damage to like the tile it's hitting, but then it'll do like a chain lightning to anything of the same type attached to it. So it's not the full damage, but it spreads it out, and that would be really handy. Just for when you got a pile this big, you could really put some damage into some stuff. Alright, there's a lot of coal down there. Well, probably not as much as we need, but it's some. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's more worth it to upgrade my weapon or spend the money upgrading the barbarians and stuff. But we're going to focus on our coal. At least I can basically one-shot the coal in this area, so that's good. And the fact that the collectors are flying around means they're not that busy, which means we're not mining quite enough stuff. I think if they were constantly moving in and out back to the depot, that would be what you want to see. Because if they're like flying around you and just flittering around your face, that means nobody's mining enough stuff fast enough. Alright, let's go depot what we got. Dirt chest over there. I don't know if that's worth me trying to go get. Yeah, 8,000 or 4,000 coal we still need. So not looking too great. Got just over 30 seconds left. I don't really think I'm going to need to blow the whistle to send them back because they're all just going right now. So mine's full. Or almost full. I definitely think increasing my stack size helped. But probably not enough because 8,000 is a whole lot. Yeah, we got 30 seconds. Don't think we're getting another 3,000 or 2,200 coal here in the amount of time. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Probably not going to happen. Is there a button to drop out of inventory? I've seen people do it, I just don't know what it is. Open inventory. Pick up things. Interact, next item. No. I know people can do. How do you do it? There's got to be a way to. I've seen people really quickly just drop stuff. Nope. That was right click. Control left click. That dropped it. So we want to just get. No, 13 seconds. Yeah, we're not getting it. But control and left click was the thing to drop it out of my inventory. That might be handy if you're really cranking through some stuff and you gotta filter it out, or when you get more than you need. So, oh, we unlocked a new profession. Got the level 5, got a bunch of skins, but we exploded because we didn't meet our quota. So we did 10 days, 15's I think the regular version, or 15's like your first goal. Yeah, let's go into the main menu. So new game, standard game. So now there's a shaman class, that's the electric pickaxe I was talking about. But I think that's probably good for now. So we're going to close it out here. Thanks for watching.